Now on Coast TV News.
We're looking at warm temperatures the next couple of days, and then we turn up the heat as we go into Friday and especially into the weekend. Sizzling heat for the weekend, maybe bordering on dangerous. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Beach trip after illegal migrant action. This was the scene hours ago near Rehoboth Beach. The president now along our coast, and we have that in reaction to his executive order on those who cross the border illegally.
School safety measures in Seaford. We're talking what students and staff will see there at the beginning of next school year.
Celebrating Juneteenth, the events taking place at national parks, and those planned for here on Delmarva.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Wednesday, June 19th, 2024.
Yeah, we make our way in this Juneteenth holiday. People may have off today. Yeah. Also, some services like trash collection not taking place in a number of communities. Yep. Post offices are closed, so plan accordingly.
I'm glad someone mentioned the trash because I have no idea if my trash comes tonight or not.
The only reason I know for me is we had a story.
For your town.
For my town. So I now know that the trash can sitting out needs to come in.
Good to know. I'm just going to do what my neighbors do. Although one time I did that, I led the charge. They all did what I did, and I was wrong.
Oh, no.
And so maybe the trash will have to wait.
Paige wasn't a favorite there in the neighborhood for a while.
I don't know if I am ever. I think I'm fine. I think I'm a fine neighbor. But you guys, we don't have to talk about that right now.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
I think so. I don't know. But we'll bring in Bob Trihey now because we'll just go down the rabbit hole. So, Bob, get us out of this. What's going on?
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm thinking of Mr. Rogers right now. Yeah, beautiful day. Be a good neighbor, Paige. Neighborly neighbor. I think you are. I've heard you are. Temperature-wise out the door on this Juneteenth morning, we're looking at lower 60s inland, so a little cool out there, still pleasant, 70 along the beaches, Ocean City and Indian River Inlet. We're looking at calm conditions, a light southerly breeze, and we have some high clouds floating in from the northwest right now, maybe some pockets of fog. I noticed that a little bit driving in this morning, but nothing dense, but we have high pressure. It's that warm high pressure, so it's going to be typical last full day of spring with 70s early on, and then some places into the low 80s as soon as mid-morning, and then we get close to noon, well into the 80s, but 70s along the coast, maybe 80 close to it in Rehoboth, 86 in Georgetown later on, 87 into Delmar. And we're looking at warm conditions into this evening as well. UV index today, not shocking that it's a 9, very high. Burn time is 10 minutes, and we're in that very high range really until further notice. So make sure you exercise caution in the sun. Stay out of the sun if you can, and make sure to use stronger sunscreen, higher SPF if necessary.
Thanks, Bob. We do have some troubling video to show you here. This is the aftermath of a 3-car crash in Texas that claimed one life. It left several others injured. You can see the damage to those cars right there on your screen. Authorities with the Texas Department of Public Safety say that a Chevrolet Camaro drove on the wrong side of the highway, crashed into a Toyota Highlander and a Honda Accord. All the lanes of this highway were shut down until the accident was cleared. 6 people were injured and taken to several hospitals.
A new budget has the stamp of approval from Sussex County Council. It's for the 2025 fiscal year, which begins July 1st. The council voted to approve the proposed $265.8 million budget. Property taxes remain unchanged, but annual sewer fees will increase by $10, with an additional $15 for unmetered water. The budget will include over $52 million for wastewater infrastructure and over $6 million to preserve open space and farmland. But of course, that's not all. We have an in-depth budget breakdown on coasttv.com.
The Seaford School District is investing further into school safety. The district says it's buying 4 more weapons detection systems, and that means starting next year, 4 of them will be used every day at Seaford High School. 2 others will be used as needed at the other schools in the district. The district says moving forward, students in grades 6 through 12, get this, they will be required to use clear backpacks, shoulder bags, or drawstring bags.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue to investigate a water rescue that left 1 man dead. According to police, this happened Monday night. A 57-year-old man from East Prospect, Pennsylvania, swam out from a spot off Camp Arrowhead Road. It was to check on crab pots. A person on a nearby boat saw the man becoming distressed, and they jumped in the water and swam him to shore. But rescue crews, they tried life-saving efforts, but police say ultimately the man was pronounced dead at that scene. Detectives are continuing to investigate.
4 bills are heading to Governor John Carney's desk after being passed by the Delaware Senate. House Bill 374 deals with access to assisted reproductive health treatments like in vitro fertilization. House Bill 345 increases access to doula services. Those deal with support of expectant mothers and services after childbirth. There's House Bill 274. That requires all health insurance plans to cover the cost of peanut and egg allergen supplements. And then House Bill 313 codifies the annual or biannual mammograms for female prison inmates.
President Biden and the First Lady are along the Delmarva coast. On your screen right now, you're seeing they landed just after 11 p.m. last night at Gordon's Pond. The two of them will stay at their North Shores home until tomorrow. The FAA is putting in a temporary flight restriction until 9 p.m. Thursday.
And before going to Rehoboth Beach, Biden unveiled a new executive action that prevents approximately 500,000 immigrants from being deported. This deals with spouses or children who may not be citizens. And here locally, the nonprofit La Esperanza, who has helped immigrants for nearly 30 years, claims it's a big deal. The co-executive director says these orders can be fickle and hopes that eventually there is a more permanent solution.
I think if someone wants to see, real change, and if someone says we should go through the regular means, then we really have to have a frank and an honest conversation of what does that actually look like.
However, Garcia says this is a step forward, helping families whose parents have different immigration statuses.
This brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We're asking, do you support Biden's action shielding 500,000 immigrant spouses from deportation?
I know more votes have come in, but the percentages are still the same. 51% say no, 49% say yes. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or our mobile app. And this executive order drawing plenty of criticism with claims it will encourage more illegal migrants to enter the country. We've seen recent incidents of violent crimes committed by those who are in the U.S. illegally.
Republicans are pushing back, calling the move a mass amnesty program and an election year stunt. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what could be in store for after the next presidential election.
Immigration once again front and center as President Biden announced a new executive action preventing deportation of roughly 500,000 undocumented migrants who are married to U.S. citizens.
These couples have been raising families, sending their kids to church and school, paying taxes.
The order offers a pathway to citizenship for already married spouses who've been in the U.S. for at least 10 years, like Javier Quiroz Castro with a wife and 2 children.
All of whom are U.S. citizens and who are counting on me.
Until now, those who crossed the border illegally had to leave the country to apply for a green card, waiting years with no guarantee of re-entry.
There's going to be American children tonight going to bed, laying their head on that pillow, knowing that they are free of anxiety because their mom will not be deported.
Republicans slamming the plan as an unconstitutional mass amnesty, with former President Trump promising to reverse it if elected.
Joe Biden's illegal amnesty plan will be ripped up and thrown out on the very first day that we're back in office.
Facing a serious political problem on immigration, President Biden pointing to his recent executive action restricting asylum claims.
I did what Republicans in Congress refused to do. I took action to secure our border.
Homeland Security officials say illegal border crossings have since dropped from roughly 4,000 to 2,100 a day. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
After a couple of very tense hours, a police standoff outside a Salisbury home was safely resolved. The Wacomico County Sheriff's tells us that the barricade situation on Cedar Crossing in Salisbury began around 4 a.m. Tuesday. It all started when a woman was found suffering from a knife wound to the head. Now, from our Coast Copter, that's what you're looking at, deputies were seen breaching the door. They were throwing something inside. At one point, even a person inside the home was seen there. Look at that right there. He's cutting through a window screen with a knife and then waving that knife around. Deputies also threw tear gas. After several hours of negotiating, the sheriff says that things were resolved safely around 2 p.m., but that doesn't mean people weren't hurt. The suspect was taken to the hospital with self-inflicted knife wounds following this barricade situation.
A virtual watchtower is helping Bethany Beach Patrol keep people safe on the sand and in the surf. The lifeguards will use the webpage Safe Beach Day. We just saw it there, the show where their stands are located. This will offer surf conditions, storm activity, and any safety concerns. The data comes from Watchtower and sources like the National Oceanic and Atmospheric administration.
Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester is running for U.S. Senate, and Tuesday marked 1 year of her campaign for the Senate. Outside the Delaware Department of Elections, the Congresswoman reflected on the 4 terms she's already come to serve and her intentions for the future.
My hope in this campaign is to bring bright hope, to have us work together, to have us love each other, even the people you don't like, and do it for the betterment of all of us, all of our families. And so I'm really excited about this run.
And at this moment in time, Blunt Rochester will run for the Senate seat against Republican Eric Hansen.
Happening today, the celebration of Juneteenth. YMCA of Delaware is taking an active role. Juneteenth honors the ending of slavery in Texas in 1865, which officially put an end to slavery everywhere in the U.S. The YMCA of Delaware is holding celebrations at several locations today. All branches will be open to the community for free.
And sticking with Juneteenth, National Park Service waiving entry fees at all national parks today. And of course, that includes our national parks on Delmarva. All right, but don't get burned on this one. Entry fees are free, but fees could still remain in effect for parking and activities like camping and fishing. Parks operated in partnership with outside parties. They may also charge other fees. Well, the world is shaken this morning after news that Willie Mays, one of baseball's greatest and most beloved players of all times, has sadly passed away. Mays played for 22 big league seasons, breaking in with the New York Giants in 1951 and becoming a fixture in San Francisco. In 1979, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Mays was also awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015. That's what you see there. We'll have more on his legendary life later on Coast TV News Today.
Still more hockey left in the 2024 season. Second game in a row, the Oilers deny the Panthers the chance to skate the Cup. Edmonton's 5-3 win on Tuesday night means there will be a Game 6 that'll be all the way back in Alberta on Friday night, and we'll more on Game 5 later on Coast TV News Today.
We still have more news to get to in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, Joy on Juneteenth will tell you why this holiday means so much to one woman and how she helped make it a nationally recognized holiday.
And a heat wave on its way to Delmarva, why it's important you don't forget about your pets during the dangerous temperatures.
TikTok legal troubles will tell you about the latest issue facing the social media company amid its ongoing battle over its parent company. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
It's time to take your outdoor area to the next level.
Hi, this is Mark Fry, Shagrin Home Comfort Products. Stay offline and shop local.
We specialize in providing homeowners with the best outdoor living products. Stop in our showroom in Rehoboth and interact with our state-of-the-art outdoor kitchen displays, including grills, pizza ovens, and outdoor refrigeration. Need a freestanding grill or fire table for your existing patio or deck? We have them too. Come see us in the Midway Shopping Center, Rehoboth Beach, or give us a call at 302-644-7700.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Taking a look at our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera, we've got some fog at the surface, not dense, but watch out for that. And then cirrus clouds above right now in Laurel. Looks like the thickest fog is offshore, but we do have that patchy fog, which will burn off here in the next couple of hours. We've got temperatures in the 60s to around 70 at the beaches and light winds right now. So mainly clear skies, just some high clouds with high pressure in place. A beautiful day to be outdoors, perhaps on the golf course. And boy, my putting has been awesome lately. I think I'm going to join the tour soon. Sun and clouds, quite warm, 86 degrees. Make sure you stay hydrated, have the water on the golf cart.
All right, Bob, I'll take just a cut of your winnings if you join the tour. Moving on, Lewis and Del-Dot are nearing the final leg of the bike plan that seeks to encourage walking and bicycling for fun and also commuting. Officials also have a goal of safe, well-designed walkways and bikeways. You can review this plan on Del-Dot's website, and you can also submit comments. You have until June 28th to do that. The Lewis Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee will get together next week to talk about a couple different topics on biking. One is about possible action regarding where bike racks could be placed at George H.P. Smith Park. Another is creating a bike infrastructure committee. All of this will be reviewed on June 25th. Finding parking when you're visiting the beach. We know it can be very tricky. This Friday, Bethany Beach Town Council, they're looking at installing a seasonal overflow parking lot. What is proposed is this. It'll be a seasonal lot on the Bethany Beach Christian Church property. So if this is approved, the lot would be near the playground, the basketball courts there on North Pennsylvania Avenue.
The FTC has referred a complaint against TikTok and its parent company ByteDance to the Justice Department. The FTC saying the complaint is for alleged violations of children's privacy. The company is also facing a legal challenge to a law that could ban TikTok from the U.S. unless it finds a new non-Chinese owner. TikTok did not return a request for comment just yet. Netflix looking to expand its presence from the digital world to the real one. The streaming pioneer is opening massive entertainment venues in Dallas and suburban Philadelphia. They'll be called Netflix houses, and inside, visitors will find elaborate experiences, themed gift shops, and restaurants, all based on different Netflix content. Sounds pretty cool. Still ahead this morning, a heat wave on its way to Delmarva, how you can keep yourself safe and your furry friends safe during dangerous temperatures.
We're seeing some high clouds right now on our Tullen Razor Cam and Lewis. Otherwise, Delaware Bay looking really flat. No wind, and it's warm the next couple of days. Then hot into Friday, and then really scorching heat into the weekend. I'll track the heat on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment. Save the date, Friday, June 21st. Watch the 68th annual DFRC Blue Gold All-Star Football Game on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app. See Delaware's best high school athletes compete while supporting DFRC's mission to enrich lives of Delawareans with intellectual disabilities. The game kicks off at 7. The DFRC Blue Gold Game, live from the University of Delaware. Friday, June 21st, only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Come to Out in the Light, where your treasure awaits.
Nestled in the heart of America's coolest small town, Out in Delights is not just your average gift shop, but where you can go for extraordinary finds, carrying items such as nautical decor, vintage vinyl, jewelry, holiday decor year-round, souvenirs, and toys. Don't forget to add a little fun to your shopping by checking out Zoltar or our penny crushing machine. Find what delights you at Out in Delights on Main Street in Berlin, across the street from the Mermaid Museum.
Middays with April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through my workday.
She plays my favorite songs.
She helped me find my furry friend.
She's always making me smile.
Listening to April is the best way to get through my workday.
She makes me feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:19, and we're checking out the live scene in Ocean City. Looking for that sun to come up there, but you got little clouds, blue skies, just a nice-looking morning there along the water. Last day of spring, Bob, and it's a holiday Wednesday, too.
It is Juneteenth, and for Juneteenth, we're looking at nice weather. Pretty normal to round out the season of spring, which is the last full day today, Matt. And we're looking at our countdown to summer, and it's just one more day until summer officially arrives. That's tomorrow at 4:50. It is the summer solstice. It is the longest day of the year. Then after tomorrow, we start to see the days getting shorter. 5-day temperature trend, 86 today, so just 2 degrees above the average, and then 88 tomorrow as summer begins. And then we're looking at 92 on Friday, and then it gets really hot into the weekend. Mid-90s, but with the humidity, heat index values well over 100. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. But temperature-wise right now, 70 Ocean City and Indian River Inlet. A little cooler inland, 64 in Georgetown, 65 in Milton, 61 in Delmarva. And the winds are calm or coming light out of the south right now, and we're looking at mostly clear skies and just a few high clouds drifting in from the north and west. Otherwise, it's high pressure in place. We got a lot of high clouds back to the west. I wish they were producing rain, but they're not, as this big ridge is also a big heat dome, and that will continue to move to the east and really start to bake us for the weekend. Storms way out in the plains, but unfortunately, we're not going to see that. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're in the 70s, warming into the low 80s mid-morning. By 1 p.m., mid to some upper 80s inland areas, only 70s at the coast. Through this afternoon, around 73 in Dewey Beach, 75 Fenwick Island, but well into the 80s inland areas. And then as we go through the overnight, falling through the 60s into the low to mid 60s Thursday morning. And then we're going to start to increase those temperatures as we go through time late morning, looking at low 80s and then upper 80s as we go into Thursday afternoon. And then as we move into Friday, a little warmer in the morning, and then by the afternoon, upper 80s and lower 90s as that heat really starts to kick in, even 80 in Bethany Beach. Future feels like temperatures lower 90s away from the coast on Friday, but it gets much worse into the weekend, feeling like triple digits around 100 to 102 interior parts of Delaware and Maryland, and by Sunday, maybe 102 to 105. That could be the most dangerous day, even feeling like 90s along the coast. Here's our muggy meter. It's very muggy to humid as we go through time, and then we get into the weekend, and we're looking at very humid conditions at that time. So you definitely want to be extra cautious into the weekend. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, warming through the 80s. You can see not a raindrop, at least through the end of the week. 92 by Friday, mid-90s for the weekend, but feeling like triple digits. Hopefully some rain by Monday with some thunderstorms, 92, and then back to 88. A little cooler by Tuesday and mostly sunny.
Thanks, Bob. And we're waiting for the more intense heat to arrive, and soon it could feel like 100 degrees. It can be dangerous for many, and not just humans. Keeping yourself safe during the high temperatures is as important as keeping your pets safe. The SPCA says the number one thing to do for dogs is keep them inside during a heat wave. The SPCA says you still need to walk your dog, of course, but with certain precautions.
We don't need long walks this time of year. We definitely don't want our dogs touching the asphalt. If you do have to leash walk your dog because you don't have a fenced yard, you walk on the asphalt because you've got shoes on. Make sure your dog is on the grass part because the asphalt can actually burn their feet.
On another note, the Brandywine Valley SPCA says adoption fees are reduced to $35 for the weekend for large adult dogs and cats.
There's a big difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, this time in humans. You can see the symptoms for both. Heat exhaustion means you feel faint or dizzy and have excessive sweating along with a rapid, weak pulse.
So if you think you're experiencing that, first responders say get to a cool, air-conditioned place and drink water if you're conscious. Now, on the right of your screen are all the signs of heat stroke.
That looks like a throbbing headache with no sweating, along with red, hot, and dry skin. If you think you or someone you know is experiencing heat stroke, you should call 911. Advocacy groups are calling for FEMA to include wildfire, smoke, and extreme heat as major disasters. Nearly 36 labor unions and other groups sent a 77-page petition to the agency this week. They say an amendment to the Stafford Act would unlock federal emergency management funds for areas that are facing extreme heat and wildfire smoke. This all comes as 17 uncontained wildfires are spreading through numerous states in the West.
Up next, joy on Juneteenth. We'll tell you what one woman wants people to know after advocating for it to be a nationally recognized holiday. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
The Olympic Games are coming. But first, the best American athletes have to make Team USA. The U.S. Olympic Team Trials on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome. What's your name?
Hold up! These guys need all night to build what they're going to build. We need everyone to go home. Judges too.
AGT, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Join us for the June 10 event going on right now at Preston Ford. When the tent goes up, the prices come down. We have a wide selection of over 900 Ford models available for immediate purchase. During this sales event, you can save over $8,000 off the MSRP of select 2024 Ford F-150s. Shop with us online at PrestonFord.com and we'll deliver it to your driveway today. Find your dream car during the June 10 event at Preston Ford. Remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Feeling the summer sizzle? Is it turning your home into a sauna? At FH Fur, we know you can't wait when your AC is down for the count. That's why we're offering same-day service, guaranteed. If we don't make it to you the very same day, you will pay a diagnostic or dispatch fee, plain and simple. So whether your AC is blowing hot air, your thermostat is on the fritz, or your entire system needs replacing, an FH Fur expert technician will bring your comfort back today.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Happening today, Dr. Opal Lee, also known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, will take her annual 2.5-mile walk, but her journey actually began about 85 years ago. Her parents moved the family from Marshall, Texas to Fort Worth into, at the time, what was a white neighborhood. On June 19th, 1939, a crowd of 500 people gathered across the street from the Lee's home. Lee says her dad came home with a gun and police told him if he fired it, they would let the mob after him.
Our parents sent us to friends several blocks away. They left under cover of darkness. Those people tore that place asunder. They drug the furniture out and burned it. They did despicable things. But our parents never, ever discussed it with us.
And Dr. Lee says she wants other people to hear her story and know if people can be taught to hate, they can be taught to love. And she went on to advocate for Juneteenth to become a federal holiday starting in 2016. And of course, we know now Dr. Lee achieved her goal in 2021. President Biden declared it a nationally recognized holiday.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is here again. Paige and Bob, I feel like we say this every day.
Yeah.
Maybe because we do say it every day, but being near the water seems to be the place to be.
Near the water, pool, ocean, bay, what have you, and then drink a lot of water as well to stay hydrated in this warm weather. Not as warm along the beaches, Assateague and Chincoteague. You'll see some high clouds coming through. Upper 70s, Chincoteague, maybe a hair cooler in Assateague. And then farther up the coast, we are looking at waves around 1 to 2 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, looking at some high clouds moving through. Mid-70s in Ocean City. I think we're looking at lower 80s in Fenwick Island. And then for Cambridge today, you're warming into the mid-80s. Good-looking day, maybe a little cooler in Crisfield into the lower 80s. Then the heat really kicks in Friday into the weekend. More on that heat wave coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Bob. Also coming up after the break, Biden is again at the beach. The president and the first lady touched down in Rehoboth last night. We're going to tell you how long they plan to stay.
Also, Seaford School Security, we have the new additions to the school district's efforts that will begin in the fall.
And Sussex County securing the budget. We're telling you what's included in the newly approved budget for the upcoming fiscal year. Coast TV News Today will be right back.
Is your garage door in need of an upgrade or a repair? Then Clark & Sons Garage Doors can help. We believe your garage door should be more than just functional. It should be a reflection of your personality and style. With over 60 years serving the entire Delmarva Peninsula, Clark & Sons delivers quality craftsmanship and exceptional service every time. We provide free estimates on new garage doors. Plus, we offer comprehensive maintenance services to ensure your garage door stays in perfect working condition. So call today and discover why Clark & Sons is the name you can trust.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
Kickstart your summer with Gateway Subaru, where they have more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Get ready for adventure with a 2024 Subaru Outback or Subaru Forester with financing as low as 0.9%. Need more space? Go big with the 2024 Subaru Ascent with financing as low as 2.9%. Electrify your journey in a new 2024 Subaru Solterra with financing as low as 0%. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
June 19th is Juneteenth, the federal holiday that marks the end of slavery in America and has been recognized by Black Americans for over 150 years. Join us as we honor freedom and independence for all.
Now on Coast TV News.
Very warm conditions the next couple of days with hot temperatures Friday and sizzling conditions into the weekend. I'll track the heat on Futurecast and tell you how long the sweltering temperatures stick around coming up.
Biden's back, landing near Rehoboth Beach just hours ago. This is for a midweek stay along the coast.
New rates in a new budget, the price tag in Sussex County for the upcoming fiscal year. We have how much more people will be charged for certain services.
Boeing legal troubles as calls for criminal charges are being made against the jet manufacturer.
This is Coast TV News Today.
June 19th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:32. We have the federal holiday today, Juneteenth, so that means banks, post offices, things like that are closed. Some of you out there, I know you have the day off today, I know.
What are you doing up so early? We're glad you are.
Because Bob is here. That's why they're up that early.
Not for us. Never that. Yeah, they want to know how to celebrate
We're the
their day off.
Jordanaires to Bob's Elvis. It's an old reference, I think. I think I got that one right, though. Give it to me, Paige. Just give it.
I don't know. I'm sure they are watching Bob because they want to know. They're off today, Bob. Can they go outside? The answer, yes.
They could absolutely go outside. Yeah, I mean, our weather is not super hot today or tomorrow. It's Friday into the weekend it gets hot. So I think for our Juneteenth, we're looking at temperatures a little bit above average, so really not too bad. We're looking at temperatures this morning in the 60s, some low 60s. Delmarva back through Salisbury, 65, and Milton, Bethany Beach, 69, so a little warmer at the coast. But winds are calm, but the tendency is out of the south, and that's a warm weather direction. We're seeing the humidity as well. Some high clouds are floating through, and there is some areas of patchy fog. Visibility is not bad, so that fog will burn off pretty quickly to mostly sunny skies as we have high pressure in place, but I think we will see some of those clouds spilling in throughout the day. Here's Futurecast showing the clouds and temperatures warming into the 80s, mid-80s by about 11:30. Inland areas, 70s along the coast, maybe a little cooler in Dewey Beach around 73. Rehoboth around 80 degrees, but well into the 80s inland, and then a slow decrease in those temperatures as we go into this evening. Riding the ferry from Cape May to Lewis, looking at beautiful conditions, temperatures in the 70s this morning to about 80 degrees by noon with a light southerly breeze, and then winding up in the low 80s later today.
So much, Bob. A new budget has the stamp of approval from Sussex County Council. It's for the 2025 fiscal year, which begins July 1st. The council voted to approve the proposed $265.8 million budget. Property taxes remain unchanged. Sewer fees will increase by $10 with an additional $15 for unmetered water. The budget will include $52.5 million for wastewater infrastructure and over $6 million to preserve open space and farmland. Of course, that's not all. We have the in-depth budget breakdown on coasttv.com.
The Seaford School District is investing further into school safety. The district says it is buying 4 more weapons detection systems. That means starting next school year, 4 of those systems, they're going to be used every day at Seaford High School. 2 systems are going to be used as needed at the other schools in the district. The district says moving forward, students in grades 6 through 12, check this out, they will be required to use clear backpacks, shoulder bags, or drawstring bags.
President Biden and the First Lady are on the coast. What you're seeing right now is them landing just after 11 p.m. last night at Gordon's Pond. The 2 of them will stay at their North Shores home until tomorrow. The FAA is putting in a temporary flight restriction until 9 p.m. Thursday.
Happening today, a celebration of Juneteenth. The YMCA in Delaware are taking an active role in this. Juneteenth honors the ending of slavery in Texas in 1865. That officially put an end to slavery everywhere in the U.S., and the YMCA of Delaware is holding celebrations at several locations today, and all branches will be open to the community for free.
Some experts now say Boeing could face criminal consequences related to several air disasters. It's been under a deferred prosecution agreement stemming from crashes in 2018 and again in 2019.
Justice Department says it violated that when a door plug flew off a plane in January. Boeing says it's been in compliance. Now, as Amy Kiley shows us, an explosive new allegation is amplifying calls for prosecution.
They throw all of their safety rubrics out the window.
Some family members of Boeing victims are demanding the company face prosecution. Now, signs are emerging they might get their wish after an explosive revelation tied to a Senate hearing yesterday. Whistleblower Sam Mohawk alleges Boeing hid substandard parts from the FAA, lost track of them, and likely installed them on planes.
You need to make sure that every part that's ever manufactured on these airplanes, it's not a bogus part.
Boeing says it's reviewing Mohawk's claims. It also says it has complied with the deferred prosecution agreement stemming from crashes in 2018 and 19. In it, Boeing effectively promises to do better. The chair of the Senate Investigations Subcommittee argues it has violated that agreement, and some experts agree.
We've heard from whistleblower after whistleblower that there is almost this sweatshop mentality on the Boeing factory floors.
Boeing's CEO says the company is working to change, and he addressed victims' families yesterday.
I would like to apologize on behalf of all of our Boeing associates spread throughout the world.
For many who lost loved ones in those 2018 and 19 crashes, those words aren't enough.
That safety, that number one priority of Boeing, doesn't mean anything when 346 people died.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Still more news to get to this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, preparing for the polls, when Bethany Beach could hold its election and when the town will discuss how long those polls will be open.
Also remembering the great Willie Mays as the baseball world reacts to the passing of the all-time great.
And Bluey on the beach. Tell your kids how Del Dot's using some humor to poke fun at a paint spill in Lewis. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
We salute the National Guard. The National Guard serves as a unique dual-purpose force, supporting both community and country. Members are ready to respond at a moment's notice, whether to natural disasters at home or military engagements abroad. From the floods of New Orleans to the battlefields of Afghanistan, the National Guard has demonstrated steadfast commitment and adaptability. We salute all those who have served and continue to serve in the National Guard. Their dedication is crucial in protecting both state and nation, making them an integral part of our national defense and community resilience.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, Stop by Tiki Jack's of Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
Carrington Raceway and Casino and Bet Rivers have come together to give you Delaware's must-play online casino and sportsbook, featuring hundreds of exciting slots and table games. Plus, with non-stop sports betting action, you'll know you're where winners play. Sign up now and we'll cover 24 hours of casino losses up to $250, or get a second chance sports bet up to $250. Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino. It's where winners play. Download the app today.
Introducing Signatures, the most unique restaurant and event venue at the beach, showcasing exceptional and stunning views of our golf course. Sit back with a local craft brew after your round at one of our indoor or outdoor bars. Meet up with your friends and enjoy a game of bocce by the fire pits, or play a game of golf, football, soccer, or any game of your choosing in our glass enclosed simulator. Open to the public in Bayside, Fenwick Island, Delaware.
Save the date, Friday, June 21st. Watch the 68th annual DFRC Blue Gold All-Star Football Game on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app. See Delaware's best high school athletes compete while supporting DFRC's mission to enrich lives of Delawareans with intellectual disabilities. The game kicks off at 7. The DFRC Blue Gold Game, live from the University of Delaware, Friday, June 21st, only on the Delmarva Sports Network and the DSN app.
Exactly at 6:41 on this Juneteenth morning. We're looking at our Hershey Exteriors camera right now in Ocean City. We see some high clouds. Your visibility is good, but inland some patchy fog, so watch out for that. 64 in Georgetown, Milton 65, Bethany Beach right now 68. Just a light breeze out of the south. Otherwise, mostly clear skies. We're shaping up to have a beautiful day. So if you do have this Juneteenth off, we are looking at high pressure. Just some high clouds filtering in from time to time. That's about it. And if you're headed out to the golf course today, looking good. Look at that putt right in the cup, hitting the pin. Sun and clouds, quite warm, 86, a little warm and humid. Coast TV First Alert weather phone, I just updated it. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird Mandalas, Brockstead, and Federico.
I like this next story here. Drivers on Savannah Road in Lewis aren't seeing red in beach traffic. They were seeing blue. DelDOT used the image of popular children's show character Bluey to paint a picture on the scene. The agency says someone spilled a steady stream of blue paint on about a half-a-mile stretch of the Lewis roadway Tuesday morning. Paint was found after 7 a.m. and also covered a number of cars. Delaware State Police is investigating that.
Do you think Bluey looks guilty or sad there?
Oh, no.
I don't know which one it is. We're going to head to Seaford now. DelDOT's inviting you to learn more about a proposed project to replace the bridge on Old Furnace Road over Nanticoke River. You can see that location there on your screen. There will be a workshop next Monday at Seaford Middle School for you to learn about why these replacements are needed and the potential improvements that could be made.
We're past the halfway point in June, so of course, hockey still being played. Last night on their home ice, the Florida Panthers, they attempted to put an end to it, leading in the Stanley Cup final against the Edmonton Oilers, 3-1. The Panthers had another chance to skate the cup. Home fans looking for their first ever Stanley Cup in franchise history. First period, Panthers are on the power play, but here are the Oilers. Connor Brown, breakaway, goes backhand, gets the shorthanded goal to open the scoring. Second period, Oilers now with the extra man. Evan Bouchard with the blast, Zach Hyman with the tip-in. Edmonton, they stay alive again. It's a 5-3 win for the Oilers. They force a Game 6 all the way back in Alberta, Canada on Friday night.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, we're sitting here this morning like many of you, stunned knowing this is the first day in over 93 years that the great Say Hey Kid Willie Mays is no longer with us. We were in his favorite spot last night here at a baseball game in Nationals Park. The first of 8 Major League contests will be at this year, and the results on the field were not nearly as noteworthy.
The Diamondbacks topped the Nationals 5-0. Washington mustered just 4 hits. Afterwards, manager Davey Martinez touched on the result and then took time to remember how the Major League great personally impacted him.
I've known Willie. I was with the Giants. He was over in spring training with us and was coaching, and just a really great man. What he meant to baseball was, unbelievable. Taught me a lot about playing the outfield when I was there. So my condolences goes out to his family and all the baseball world. I mean, Hall of Famer and what he did for this game, and just what he did for the fans of San Francisco. I mean, it meant a lot to the Bay Area. He really did. So, tremendous person, really was.
Mays' passing comes just before tomorrow's Giants-Cardinals game at historic Rickwood Field on Fox 21. There will be a pregame tribute commemorating his indelible impact on the game as we know it. That'll do it for sports this morning.
Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. We're showing you a delicious way to travel to Italy without ever having to leave Delmarva. And we're counting down the days until the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, introducing you to one swimmer who's also a fashion designer. We have all that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Looking forward to that. We're looking forward to a beautiful day across Delmarva, Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury. Just some high clouds. Your visibility is good. A little bit of fog this morning. Otherwise, it's warm. And then it's really hot by the end of the week, and then super hot by the weekend, sizzling. Could feel like triple digits for a lot of us into the weekend. I'll track that heat coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Your Ford dealer presents America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Bronco Sport with superb off-road ability. The fun, fuel-efficient Ford Escape. Want more? Visit your local Ford dealer. Right now, get 1.9% financing on select Ford SUVs. But hurry, this offer won't last long.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
877-CALL-FIRD, FHFIRD.com.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? Then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it. The expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water, or maybe into some hot water if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-CALL-FIRD, FHFIRD.com.
It's now 6:47. We're going to take a live look at Laurel. I bet there's clouds. Boom. Well, maybe some fog too, huh, Bob? Wasn't expecting that.
This is that great perspective page of the camera on the tower pointing down at the fog below and then the cirrus clouds above. So do watch out for a little bit of patchy fog this morning, but it'll burn off pretty quickly. Last day of spring, last full day, and tomorrow is summer. Officially, it begins at 4:50, and I wonder if Paige and Lee are going to have a moment of silence on Coast Life. We'll have to see, or have a special presentation or a balloon drop or something as summer will arrive. The summer solstice, the longest day of the year. We're looking at 86 today and 88 for the first day of summer, so a few degrees above average. And then the heat wave kicks in on Friday, 92, 94 Saturday, 95 on Sunday. These are actual temperatures. Heat index values well over 100. More on that coming up. But we're in the 60s right now, even along the coast. You were around 70 earlier. You've dropped back into the 60s, and we're looking at calm winds right now and just some high clouds floating through. Otherwise, it's high pressure pressure keeping us high and dry. We really need the rain. We'll see some clouds from time to time, but nothing in the way of rain. That is well to our west, and even there across the Midwest, nothing all that heavy. It's this heat dome back to our west that will be moving in. So Futurecast has us warming into the low 80s mid-morning, mid-80s from about 113 points west, even Long Neck around 85. But then right along the coast, you're only in the 70s today, but well into the 80s inland area. So take it slow in the warm conditions. As we go through the overnight, we're falling back into the 60s, mostly clear skies. And then it's a quick warm up on Thursday, well into the 80s, close to 90 interior areas. And then Friday, after a cooler start, we're looking at temperatures poking into the 90s as we go later into the day. And those feels like temperatures by Friday, feeling like 91 in Salisbury, 93 in Milton, 80s along the coast. And then it's the triple digit heat that shows up over the weekend, feeling like 100 to maybe 102 in places. That's when you have to be careful. Check on your elderly neighbors, make sure they're okay. Anybody that doesn't have air conditioning, make sure they're okay, especially on Sunday where it feels like 101 to 105 and even feeling like 90s along the coast. So intense heat into the second half of the weekend. Muggy to humid to very humid conditions will, well, make it feel even hotter through time. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. You see how temperatures step up through the 80s into the 90s by Friday, with the hottest of the heat waves Saturday and Sunday with mid-90s, and hopefully some showers and storms by Monday. Not a guarantee, but let's hope we see some rain, and 92 there.
Bob, thank you. Happening today, if you're going to be in Ocean City, some disruptions you should be made aware of. There will be parking restrictions today on Baltimore Avenue between 12th Street and 31st Street. This is because of the Maryland State Firefighters Parade. There will also be 15th and 12th Street closures between Baltimore Avenue and Philadelphia Avenue. They'll have restricted parking there. Parking will be restricted in those areas beginning at 8:30 this morning, and that parade is expected to start around 1 o'clock.
Bethany Beach working on a date for its town council election. The council could vote on setting a date for Saturday, September 7th. Voting hours would be from noon to 6 p.m. if approved. This will be reviewed during the council meeting Friday at 2 p.m.
Heads up, something you should make note of if you live in Milton. Due to Juneteenth holiday today, the town says weekly trash collection will instead be Thursday, June 20th. Yard waste pickup will be on Friday. It is now 6:51. We're going to check in now with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day lives up to her name on your screen. That is Grace. And this posh pup, a true beauty. Grace was submitted to us by Lawrence in Seaford.
And we've been debating, is it hot chocolate? Is it tea? Is it coffee?
I think if we're using the word posh, I'm going with tea.
I think so too, but let us know. Maybe it's like a fancy hot chocolate of sorts.
Fancy.
We're not posh enough to know, but we do want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos and tell us what makes them so special.
That was a hit of a British accent there.
Whoops.
No, it was good. Scan that QR code at the top of your screen. Submit your furry friend to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Maybe it's cappuccino.
Oh.
Like that. Seeing a little bit of fog and haze in Laurel. Wow, round of applause for that. And looking at 64, it's going to be a warm day and then turning hot end of the weekend. Really hot into the weekend. Yeah, summer's here big time by that time. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next. Stay tuned.
Shower Glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time. And our reviews prove it.
Shower Glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for Shower Glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower Glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood.
The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the park every Saturday from 8 to noon and at Crooked Hammock Brewery every Wednesday from 8 to 11:30 a.m.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
The unit that I have is 19 years old, so I knew I was on borrowed time. Well, I called Above and Beyond, and Sean came out. He looked at the unit, he called around the house. At no time did I ever feel pressure to buy anything, and he also told me about some other great deals that were going on. Free financing, a rebate, and an energy credit. They showed up on time to come put the unit. This is fabulous. It's not this cling-clang again. It was so quiet. They're a small company, but they do go above and beyond.
Transform your bath today with baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
It's now 6:55. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. President Biden and the First Lady are here along the coast. On your screen there, it's them landing just after 11 p.m. at Gordon's Pond. The two will stay at their North Shores home until tomorrow, and the FAA is putting in a temporary flight restriction until 9 p.m. Thursday.
A new budget has a stamp of approval from Sussex County Council. This is for the 2025 fiscal year. That starts July 1st. Council voted to approve the proposed $265.8 million budget. Property taxes, they remain unchanged. Annual sewer fees increased by $10. There's an additional $15 for unmetered water. Budget includes over $52 million for wastewater infrastructure and $6 million to preserve open space and farmland. Seaford School District is investing further into school safety. The district says it's buying 4 more weapons detection systems, and that means starting next school year, 4 of them will be in use every day at Seaford High School. 2 systems will be used as needed at other schools in the district, and the district says going forward, students in grades 6 through 12, they're going to be required to use clear backpacks, shoulder bags, or drawstring bags.
It is the 30th anniversary of the 90s sitcom Friends, and Krispy Kreme, of all places, is honoring the iconic show in a special way.
They have a brand new line of Friends-themed donuts.
Cool. Krispy Kreme says they take inspiration from famous episodes and famous moments from the show. The sweet treats will be available for a limited time in the UK.
What the?
What?
All right. And so far, no word from Krispy Kreme on whether the company will release the Friends-inspired donuts in the States.
That was a bummer.
I was all excited until that last line.
I was going to drive to Salisbury.
The one without a donut.
Yeah, good one. It is now 6:56.
There's no Krispy Kreme close to us. There's one in Salisbury, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Might have to go there anyway for donuts.
Next time, Bob.
Friends or not.
Okay.
Well, otherwise, guys, you want to hang out with your friends on this Juneteenth. We're looking at beautiful conditions. Some fog this morning, otherwise high clouds. We're warming quickly into the mid-80s this afternoon, so we're not into the heat wave yet. That's coming a little bit later in the week. Paul Davis' 10-day forecast. Summer arrives tomorrow. Warm, 88. Then it gets hot Friday, 92. We're in the mid-90s Saturday and Sunday. That's really the meat of the heat wave. Mid-90s feeling like triple digits, and then hopefully some storms Monday, 92. A little cooler Tuesday, but then back into the 90s by next Wednesday and very dry.
Bob, thank you, and thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
Today's show coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage, you can count on and download our apps. Have a great Juneteenth, everybody.